Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I missed you so much. It's been such a crazy time. I finished the course I was taking and then I signed up, well then it was my birthday, and then I signed up for a half marathon. I did my first race I've ever done. That was really challenging and a lot of time. I started doing photography for my job, like in a corporate setting. So I've had some photo gigs, have been volunteering a lot, been captaining for volunteering. And then recently, just a couple days ago, we got home from Utah. We were doing a race there. Anyways, this is the first available opportunity that I have. It's a rainy, gloomy Sunday, and I'm feeling really cozy. Just wearing a crew neck and really just BB cream, which is perfect for this video because today I want to talk about my experience with a dermatologist. And I know this sounds like a okay, yeah, no one cares video, but I think I want to talk about it really candidly because just before my personal experience with the dermatologist, I was not a believer at all. I really just thought that they wanted your money and it was just another like cash grab. When I first moved to Wisconsin, I started having adult acne. Actually, it was probably like a year before. So I've had adult acne since like 2016, let's just say. It's obviously 2020 now. So when I first moved here in 2017, I was getting pretty fed up with my acne. I never had acne really before that. I always had gorgeous skin and I was really over the way it was making me feel. So I had looked up a dermatologist, I had called, they were really nasty to me and they kind of just talked down to me, like condescending. So I was like, okay, you know, that affirms what I was thinking about dermatology. Like, I don't want to do that. And I knew it was going to be super expensive and I didn't have insurance at the time. So I was like, okay, screw dermatology. I'm just going to like go dive deep into like Sephora and Ulta skincare. I think I was working at Sephora shortly after, so then I was getting a whole bunch of stuff for free. So, I mean, it was good stuff. I got a bunch of like Sunday Riley, I got Tatcha, I got Origins, Carez, like I got all the good stuff. And while it is, you know, good stuff to an extent, my skin was just so mad. My barrier was so shot from trying so many different things. I didn't know what my skin type was. I didn't know I had sensitive skin. I didn't know I had acne prone skin. I didn't know any of that. I just was trying any and everything. For one, because it was my job, and also, you know, I came from not like having money to having all this really nice stuff, and of course you want to try it. If someone gives you like PR, like of course you want to try it. You've always wanted to try Tatcha or whatever it is. So that actually got worse. So fast forward, me working at Sephora, my skin gets so much worse. I start working at a nightclub and my skin gets even worse from just like poor diet, drinking, terrible sleeping schedule, terrible life choices. My skin was literally shot. And I am gonna show some pictures because I have an app which I want to talk about, but I'll show pictures. Like, my skin was so bad and so painful, I had to sleep with a neck pillow because if I put it on the side or like I slept facing down, it would ache. Like, my face would literally throb. And if you have suffered with adult like hormonal acne, you know that pain is so real. And I just look back at those pictures and it just makes me so sad because I was so self-conscious. That's really, I think, like when my social anxiety was at its worst. Like, I was canceling plans left and right. I was single and I was canceling dates left and right. Like, I would avoid being out in the sunlight. I would avoid, like, if someone invited me somewhere, I would literally I would look up what the place looked like and see what the lighting situation was because I did not want to be caught in like overhead lighting or anything. It was really, really, really bad, and it created a lot of like body image and stuff like that. So again, if you know, if I'm describing this and you're like, holy shit, I feel like you're describing me, I'm so sorry because I know what that feels like and it fucking sucks. So, all that out of the way, that's my backstory. Really quick before I forget, the app that I discussed was called xoxo. So before I had Chloe, I was just taking pictures of my skin all the time on my camera roll, which is fine until you go to show someone something and they're like, oh, what was that? And it's just like, oh, sorry, that's just my acne. Like, I was so ashamed and embarrassed of it that I didn't even want to take the risk of someone scrolling my camera roll and seeing me without makeup or seeing what my acne really was. So the Chloe is a genius app because it's a camera roll, but it's in an app, so it's not on your actual photos app. So you just go on there, you take photos of your skin every day, like it'll have you do front, left, right, just like a mugshot, and then you can go back and compare. You can also put notes, so like, are you PMSing, are you pregnant, or whatever, so you can make all those notes. It's like tracking your period, but you're just tracking your face. And I have used this app forever. Has little leaves on it just like that. Be able to see that, but there's my skin there. Obviously really angry. I have like a giant scab. Here I have definitely some gnarly scabs. I was also dealing with really bad dry skin. Someone recommended that I try, what is it? Different reaction here, and see if I can get it focused. There you go. So there's my skin royally pissed at me. I was pale and not self-tanned. I feel like you could really see. Ooh, yeah, a lot of it's always on my forehead, which even still, I don't know why. My cheeks, but I was getting it at one point, and my eyebrows are seriously overplucked, so don't mind that. And then this is starting in 2021 when I scaled everything back and I got rid of different, I got rid of like the major actives. And so that's when Chloe really came in clutch because I was trying to see what worked and what didn't. So this is my skin like starting to recover, but definitely still struggling. Again with the forehead, and then middle of my eyebrows. Okay, so then this is August, and this is when things started to flare up again. Okay, so this is September. This is right before I went to the dermatologist, so skin's really pissed. Dry spots again. Skin is just not having it. So that was like the week of the dermatologist, which actually I was thankful that my skin was that mad because I felt like she was really gonna be able to see what I was dealing with. This was, I think, the worst that it was. I think this was the day of the dermatologist. And I had spots everywhere. I mean, this was just miserable. I was so uncomfortable. I felt so bad in my own skin. Just felt awful. Okay, so we're gonna leave off on September like 13th and go from there. So I'm at my lowest. I'm now about like 5-6 months away from my wedding, and I know that yes, a pimple isn't the end of the world, but ideally I don't want to have acne on my wedding day, or at least to the extent that I was dealing with. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but that's some serious ASMR. So I knew I didn't want to be dealing with like a face full of acne. Since I have insurance now, and I have, you know, popular insurance that's widely accepted here in Wisconsin, I figured, what the hell. I looked into my plan, and actually it depends on, of course, your insurance plan, but my specific insurance plan treats dermatology as a preventative. For hormonal acne, you really can only do so much. Big thing is oral medication, and I was super against this just because I don't really take medication. I take supplements. I showed you guys, I take I take like vitamin B. It's very weary being put on 2 oral medications and a gel that day. So what she put me on was spironolactone and doxycycline, and then I got a gel. Doxycycline is a antibiotic. It's a very popular one. It's generally well tolerated and well stomached. You just have to take it with a meal. I did feel kind of sick for the first like few days to maybe a week, but then it eventually got better. That one is not meant for long-term use. I mean, any antibiotic you shouldn't be on for long-term use. So I was only on that one for a month and then I had no refills. My skin immediately cleared up with that antibiotic. So I loved the doxycycline. Spironolactone is technically a, blood pressure medicine, but you can use it the off-label use for acne or a bunch of other things. I was reading all the other uses for it, but it's very, very common for acne, especially adult acne, and that one really doesn't have any side effects, so you can take that long term. Like if it works for you and you want to take it forever, you can. Just check if you want to make sure it's like pregnancy safe or things like that. But I've been taking it over a month. I did get a refill and I just take it once a day and it helps a lot with my skin. So I will continue to take the spironolactone. If your doctor suggests it to, definitely look into it. There really is no bad side effects. There's no weight gain or anything like that. And then the gel that I got is Dapsone at a 7.5. I put it on once a night and it really increases your risk of like getting burned. Definitely sunscreen during the day. And then for my spironolactone, I had 50 milligrams. Doxycycline, I have 100 milligrams. And the doxy you took twice a day, and spironolactone is once a day. You can also go to the pharmacy and have them run your insurance, and they can give you a quote before you actually like pick it up. This system is so much better than all the like, you know, Ulla Hendrickson and other Kate Somerville and like random stuff that I was using. Wasn't even working as well as my one gel does and my spironolactone. Even if I get off my spironolactone, the gel itself will help me maintain what everything is cleared up to be. Of course, I'm still gonna get like little hormonal, you know, flare-ups, but this is my new normal. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be something that you're, you know, feeling guilty about. Put yourself first. If you were sick and you had a problem with your arm, you would go to the doctor. If you are struggling with your skin and it's been years, girlfriend, go to the dermatologist. And I want to share some photos really quick of how quick my transformation was. Flattened out. Things started to fade. Starting to fade more. And then my forehead is almost completely gone. Almost completely clear already, literally a week later. Skin is clear, just one red mark, about 8 days out. Nearly 10 days later, my skin was completely clear. But yeah, you guys, I'm just so thankful. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and again, best of luck to you if you were on your acne journey, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!